What's up, y'all? So sorry that last video had cut off, but it's a time in the land, child. So I just wanted to come back on here because I didn't want to leave y'all hanging like that, being as though I don't know, when I'm gonna get the mojo to come back on here and do another video. I hope, that I get back to my regular scheduled programming. But for now, I just wanted to come back on here and talk to y'all. But so anyway, so you got to go back and watch that last video. I'm going through a lot. That's the name of it. The video right before this video, and find out what's been going on with Mama. Okay. But yeah, child. Let me just tell y'all. That saying, when you get married, when you say for better or for worse, I finally was able to really see that for what it really is and what it really means and why it's a good thing that is included in your vows, if you believe in vows that you take when you get married. Because I'm telling you, my relationship, like I said, being as though I got married in my 40s, okay? And throughout the, almost 8 years that I've been with my husband, there's been a lot of changes. And I mean, when I say changes, I mean just physically, just human physical changes that has taken place that you can't prepare for it, okay? You can't prepare for it. You don't know it. You just really have to stand on your for better or for worse. Or you have to really mean that, okay? When you get married, people say that, but people don't really go by that. And that's why it's so much divorce. Because as soon as the bad come, people is ready to skip out. Jump camp. And you can't do that. Because there are going to be changes that come about as time and years go by. Some changes you have no control over of. It's just a part of life. It's just a part of growing and getting older. People grow. People change. And you have to be ready for that. Okay? It's not going to be all good. And the reason why I say that is this. Okay? Because if you go back and watch the video right before this, and I'm telling you about the things that I'm going through. Okay? I'm going through it so bad that I actually looked at my husband. And I said, you know what, boo? If you decided to leave me and get a new wife, I wouldn't even be mad at you. I said, I'm really telling you, if you want to get yourself a new wife, go right ahead. I support it. Now, who says that? Okay? But I'm telling you, I was going through it so bad. I felt like I wasn't being a good wife. And I felt sorry. I really felt sorry for my husband. I was just like, y'all, when I tell you I'm going through it, I can tell you what I'm going through, but it's nothing like actually being here and seeing it for yourself and experiencing it. And my husband has seen it firsthand, and he's been experiencing it, and he's been doing pretty good with it. And I'm just not able to be the good wife that I am. Okay? And it's not under my control. And I just felt like, you know what? If you ain't got to put up with this shit, because this is a lot. It was so bad that I was looking at myself saying, shit, if I was a man and looking at me, I wouldn't even want me. But it all comes with, when you really love a person, you're there for them, whether, it's good times or whether it's bad times. And my husband looked at me, and if looks could kill, child, I'd be dead, okay? When I told him, boo, you can go ahead and get yourself a new wife if you feel like, you're not, because I'm just honest enough. Look, I ain't kicking it out, okay? And I don't mean sexually, okay? That's a whole nother story. I'll talk to y'all about how that's all going down. But this is not even sexually. I'm just talking about in general, just as a wife, doing your household duties as a housewife. Tending to and caring for your husband like you're supposed to. You all wives know. You know what you're supposed to be doing as a wife. it ain't been there for the last 2 weeks. And I just felt so bad, even though I can't help it. And he looked at me with that evil eye, and he said a few curse words, and he says, "You are my wife, and I love you no matter what. You are going through something right now. I wouldn't dare think about leaving you because you're going through something." He says, "I married you. You are my wife, and I love you, and you're going to get better." So he said, "Stop talking that bullshit." That's basically what he was saying. Stop talking that bullshit. But that's what I was going through. So that just leads me to this. Okay, let me try to give y'all a little tip in my time of troubles. Whew. Like I said, for better or for worse. Okay, you have to really think about what that means. For any of you who are not married, you got to think about what that means. Okay, because the wedding, the honeymoon, all that stuff is great and grand, and you're going to be like flying off of the chandeliers and all of that. But child, when life kick in, okay? Yes, okay? It's not easy. And for instance, okay, I'm going to tell you a situation that you just can't prepare for, okay? So like I said, I told y'all about my issue with snoring. And my husband snores too. Now, mind you, okay, when we first got together, he always had a little bit of a snoring issue. I never had a snoring issue, okay? Never, okay? It was just like all of a sudden it came, and then it just got worse over the last year. My snoring issue has become like, I snore so bad that sometimes I wake my own self up. Like, I'll snore, like I'll have a big snore and I'll jump and wake my own self up. That's how bad it is. So if I'm waking my own goddamn self up from snoring, can you imagine the person that's got to lay next to my ass? Okay. Yeah, that's why I was like, you know what? If you want to get yourself a new wife, go ahead. Because, I mean, I snore really bad. I'm just not performing my wifely duties around the house like I'm supposed to. I cook, it's sporadic, but my husband kicks in and he helps out, even though he works, he will come home and cook. And, sometimes I'll just pull the strength from somewhere and just do it because I feel so bad for him, I don't, he's tired. I don't, and I gives him a break. I really do, as best I can. Because like I said, unless you're actually going through this, you don't know what, it takes everything out of you completely. So my cooking is not like it usually is for my family. My husband kicks in. That's where, he told me, he said, "I got your back. You're going through something." So he says he doesn't mind picking up where I can't. Like I said, I will get up in the morning and I will make sure my family eat, and I'll make sure my husband have lunch for work. I will at least do that. And that's probably because with my sleeping, it's like an all day type sleep thing and an all night be up type thing. So by the time 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning come, I'm already up any damn way. Okay, so yeah, I go ahead and get my family up. I make sure they eat breakfast. I make sure my husband got his lunch. And then when everybody out the door, I'm in the bed. Okay, I'm just being honest. This is the truth of the matter. I don't give a damn about what nobody got to say about it because I am going through something, okay? I'm entitled, okay, to have a lax moment because on a normal, I'm a good goddamn wife, okay? Like I said, I told my husband, boo, if you need to go get yourself another wife, you can, but, good luck. Hard, cause child, I mean, I'm hard to replace. Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, I'm just going through something right now. No, but for real though, y'all. Yeah. So yeah. It's bad, y'all. It's real bad, and you know. So anyway, like I said, our sleep issues is horrible right now. Okay, because like I said, when we first got together, like, I had no snoring issues whatsoever. As a matter of fact, he the one had the snoring issue, and I would have to constantly shake him all through the night to wake him up, to turn over on his side or something so he could stop snoring. But I never had a sleep issue. And then all of a sudden now I have a sleep issue that's so bad that my husband actually have to get up and go lay on the couch just so that he can get some rest for work because my snoring is so bad. It used to be if I slept on my back, it would be worse. And I used to turn on my side. Like he would wake me up and be like, baby, turn on your side because that would help. But now it don't matter whether I'm on my side, my back, my stomach. It don't matter. It's bad. So, you know, when I am able to go to sleep for a couple hours during the night, my husband will get up and just go get on the couch because he, because I used to cuss his ass out for waking me up because I would have such a hard time sleeping. And then when I would go to sleep, he would wake me up to turn over. And God damn it, motherfucker. I mean, I'm just keeping it real. I'd be cussing. Don't motherfucking wake me up if you going on the damn couch. Go to on the couch. Like I'd be pissed. So yeah, we would have arguments a lot, 3, 4 in the morning about this snoring thing and him waking me up. And I'd be like, you know what? And one night before we went to bed, I was like, look, if I snore, do not wake me up. Just quietly get out the bed and go ahead on the couch. Do not wake me up to tell me I'm snoring. Do not wake me up to tell me to turn over. Don't do it, okay? Because I got issues sleeping. So if I'm asleep and you wake me up, I'm pissed because I can't go back to sleep. So now he'll just ease on out the bed and go ahead on the couch. But a lot of times we end up in the bed all night together because I'm woke. I'm watching TV quietly. I'm watching YouTube with my earpieces in. And so he don't have to worry about me snoring because I be woke. But yeah, we used to sleep like this. And it's only been like within the past year that and we just started back sleeping like this. But it doesn't last because not only am I going through perimenopause, and like I said, I don't have a big issue with the hot flashes thing, but I will get hot. And we used to sleep like this. And now if we start off like this, and even I think he's going through some kind of menopause because he gets hot. He start kicking covers. He start cussing. Like he be hot. And if we start off like this, we will both wake up like, oh my God, please move over. Please turn over. Please go to the other end of the bed. And we opening up the window in the room. And like our sleep is just tore up. Okay. You couldn't prepare for something like that when you married a person because you don't know. Things change. That's my point, people. And this is my tip. You never know what changes is going to happen with a person, okay? So when you marry a person, just know that's not going to be the same person 5, 10 years from now, okay? And I'm not saying because this person is just going to make some drastic change to be a monster, towards you. I'm just saying changes that you have no control over, changes that you can't even plan for. Like I said, I never snored. Now all of a sudden I'm snoring. So what if he marrying me had in his mind, you know what, Lord, I'm so glad this woman don't snore because I can't stand women that snore. What if that was his situation? And then for the first 3, 4 years of us being together, I didn't snore. And then all of a sudden I'm snoring now to the point that it wakes him up. So see, the person, this is my point. The person that you marry, okay, and however they are, don't count on it staying that way, okay? Because people change because of age. You get older, things change health-wise. You could be totally healthy and then all of a sudden start having all kinds of issues. You could be a non-snorer and end up snoring to wake up the whole house. Like with me going through this menopause, I mean, we was like rabbits sexually. You know what I'm saying? At one point. And now, we're not rabbits anymore, okay? Because I'm going through something that don't make me, like, it's like really, yeah. But I fulfill my wifely duties in the bedroom. I mean, it's TMI. I'm not going to get into no deep details about it. I fulfill my duties in the bedroom because I cannot, like, totally, like, neglect a man, okay? He understands totally. He really does. He is so understanding. He's so comforting. He's so patient with me. But I feel bad. So I try to, you know, as much as I can, try to fulfill my wifely duties in general. Like I said, sporadically, I will cook. And then, you know, the bedroom stuff, I try to, you know, because, you know, I don't want to just totally like, you know, just zone out. Or my husband, I mean, I feel bad about that. So, but he's really patient with me, and I'm telling you, when you marry somebody, they have to be patient. They have to love you enough to know that, you know, certain things you can't do. I mean, some people might be like, I don't know, some people may not be able to accept the fact that you can't cook all the time and clean all the time and do all the things that you used to do and bounce off the chandelier and, you know, do all kinds of pole tricks and you know what I'm saying, thongs and bikinis and all that shit. Some people might not be able to handle the fact that you ain't doing all that no more. Um, or at least not the way that you used to, but you know, things change. Okay, that's all I'm here to say. Things change. And some people break up. Some marriages end behind stuff like this. You know, when women start going through menopause, I believe that there are some stories out there where people have actually separated or divorced behind it because either the man didn't understand it and he couldn't take it, or vice versa. Maybe the man was going through something and she couldn't understand it or take it. But that's where the for better or for worse comes in. Okay, you can't roll out just because your spouse is going through something. You have to have their back. Period. So I just wanted to come back on because that last video had cut off on me. 16 minutes in. Okay. All right, y'all. I got a headache. I'm sorry, y'all. And that's another thing that the head, y'all know, I already had issues with complicated headaches, but you know, anyway, that's a whole nother story. But anyway, and I have been to my doctors. For those of you who might say, "Oh, why don't you go to doctors? They got medication for depression and menopause and all of that." I have gone to my doctors, and yes, they will. They do have regimens or medications to put you on. I personally opted out of medication because I'm telling you, to me, the side effects of medications, certain medications, are worse than your actual issues. Like, really? I don't need nothing that has side effects that's even worse than my actual problem. Okay, so I opted out of medication. I'm looking into some kind of natural things that I can do to help my situation. Um, but yes, for those of you who might, you know, say, well, why don't you go to the doctors? Yes, I have gone to the doctors because it was just that bad. Okay. So, but yeah, you know, medication is a personal choice. So, all right, y'all. I'll see y'all on the next video. Okay. Only if it's the Lord's will, child, because I don't know. Okay. All right. Bye, y'all.